Oh, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we are fired up everywhere. Welcome.
We got it. All right. We got it on Instagram. We got it on. Hopefully Facebook stays on because StreamYard has some issues with Facebook.
Yeah, that's all right. They'll figure it out. We'll be back. If not, welcome to a Fired Up Live Wednesday. I'm Rich Maliki, and we are here for you.
Come on, give me some more energy.
We are here for you. We are here for you. So listen, what are we fired up about today? New fired up design in the store. Go check it out. I don't know if Lisa wants to bring it up and show it.
Oh my goodness.
She doesn't. She hates it. I can give you the link right now if you want.
Oh, what is it?
Well, no. It's not that simple. Let me do this. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna Facebook Messenger you. Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
Stand by, everyone. Stand by.
Send it.
All right. So, fired up.
Are you okay?
So sometimes when you go live, it can get a little weird. So what's up, Instagram? I'm live with you, which I'm not usually live with. So welcome to the Fired Up Lives. If you're watching in Facebook.
You are off today. Oh my goodness.
Listen, I like it though. I love it. It's real. If you're in the Facebook group or you're on Fed Nation, welcome to the Fired Up Live. If you're on Facebook and you're watching, make sure you give StreamYard permission so we can see your name. And we are going to show you the new Fired Up tees. You got tees, mugs, totes, face masks, all kinds of stuff. So you can let everybody know you're fired up too. I'm definitely going to get some new stuff here so I can start rocking it for everybody. And
there it is.
There it is. So you can go grab that if you'd like. I'm sure Taz is already on it. And it's appreciated. So, okay, so listen, we're fired up about a few things. First of all, of course, the Fed conference. Again, working on some major keynotes right now so we could drive home the importance of all this digital media and branding that this guy right here talks about all the time. And there's a lot of other things that need to be discussed today. So let's talk about the food equipment service industry. Let's talk about the food equipment industry. And let's talk about the word disruption and the fine line that there is when you are navigating your online persona and your media platforms. There is a sense of responsibility. I have that as an owner. If you're putting out content, you have that as an owner, as a leader. You know, when you see some of these bigger companies, and Lisa and I run into this, with the bigger companies, it's even harder to move. Things move very slowly when you start working with very large companies because there's politics and there's so many things you got to make sure that we're keeping on brand and they're staying on brand and everybody's saying the right things. Because at the end of the day, we have a responsibility to our brand, our business, our employees, and we can't. Again, Instagram. By the way, I apologize that I'm not looking at you, but I am talking to you too. We have that responsibility. So when we talk about this fine line, and I think this is probably something, Lisa, I'm going to discuss in my talk at Fed Conference.
Yes.
I'm going to be incorporating some of this stuff, and I'll lay it out a whole lot more pretty and a whole lot better, and I'll deliver it with some extra energy for you in Arizona. But here on this Fired Up Live, we have to make sure that we're doing right by the business. So let's talk about some pointers, some points on that. We right here, Maliki Cares, okay? For conversation's sake, we'll talk about the company. We're a factory authorized service center in New Jersey for a long time. We are proud to be factory authorized service for all the Well-Built brands, for the Middleby brands, for the Unified brands, for some Standex companies, a lot of independents, a lot of great manufacturers that we get to work with. We work with Rationale, we're factory authorized. We work with we're working with Accutemp and Royal Range, and there's a lot of companies that we work with that we're servicing on a daily. and we're doing installs on a daily, and we're doing planned maintenance on a daily, and we're working hard. You know, these technicians out here are working super hard. So, you know, and then you look at the operational side of it. You know, this industry, you know, we often talk,
we lost Facebook.
We lost Facebook. We lost you, Facebook. It's okay. The rest of you are all still here.
Yep.
All two of you. And and so, we have things buzzing all over the place here. All right. So what we're saying here is, if I didn't lose you, you know, being factory authorized for all these brands, you know, there's a responsibility when we're putting out our content. And I've been learning as I go. There's been no real manual. And I'm learning, especially this year, that, you know, eyes are watching. You know, eyes are watching. You know, there's a real movement happening with Fed Nation. There's some real community being built. Again, the connection engine of the industry, as we're calling it, self-proclaimed connection engine. And, you know, we have to walk that line every day. And sometimes emotion does come into play. And we want to take that emotion and we want to run to our phones or our camera and spill that emotion out onto camera, into the world. And there are, you know, people, you know, when you look at politics, you look at all this stuff, people that run businesses and all these different things, you know, freedom of speech. Yes, you have freedom of speech, but there are consequences to that freedom of speech. So we have to be aware of that. And, you know, sometimes I think about my mom saying, you know, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And, you know, I think that's probably a good lesson for media. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. There's negativity all over the internet. There's people bashing people on Yelp. Restaurants are getting destroyed on Google reviews.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and these are people that maybe don't care because they don't have anything at stake. But if you are a leader and you are running a business and you are running a media business, a service company, if you're running a manufacturing, it doesn't matter where you lie. If you're in a leadership position, you have an obligation to your organization, its employees, and the brand that has been built over the last decade, 2 decades, 3 decades to do the right thing. And if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Thank you, Mom. And that doesn't mean you can't be real. That doesn't mean you can't give it the way you want to give it. That just means to be thoughtful with your delivery and your presentation and your words, because there are ways to do it. I feel like I've been doing that pretty damn good. I've had a couple of mishaps where I've, you know, had some phone calls and emails saying, hey, Rich, you know, could you mind taking this down because of this, and this? And hey, Rich, what was this post about? And, you know, you got to make sure. You know what? And I'm learning and I'm realizing, and I'm not just brushing it off like, tell me what to do. These people took time out of their day. They took time out of their day to pick up the phone or to email me about these things. That's legit. That's real. Pay attention. If someone is taking time, think about our most important, the biggest commodity we have is time.
Mm-hmm.
It's the one thing that none of us can get more of. We all are working on the same clock, 24 hours a day. So if people are taking time out of their day to call you and to email you and to give you their thoughts, especially when these are people at these big corporations, or what doesn't matter where they're, but they're taking time and they're saying, Rich, you know, you be a little bit more aware of this, pay attention to this, can we reel this, maybe reel this in? I'm listening, I'm paying attention, and it's helping me navigate all of this media stuff that we have going on, because it's not going away. It's going to get bigger and bigger. We have a lot of things in the tank that we're going to be releasing and launching down the line. Some of it very soon, some of it in the near future. And the Fed conference is a big media play. You know, it's not just about Fed. It's about the people that are in Fed. It's about the members. It's about the people that are giving their time to what this is, and given real dollars and time and effort that are going to come to Arizona, that came to Miami. It's about building these people up. I have the obligation to do that for them too. What do we got?
I just wanted to put this up because it actually is important to what you're saying. Kurt Borwick says the industry is ever changing. Connections and service is key.
Yes, Kurt, my man. Hope you're having a beautiful start to your day. Yeah, I mean, connections, which is what we're trying to build here with Fed Media and Fed Group and Fed Nation. It's all about connections, and it's all about service to others. So that rings true to me every time. And just back to being aware of that fine line of the disruption you're looking to cause. And listen, disrupt can be a good word or a bad word. For me, it's not. It's just about bringing light to the industry. So we're disrupting the norm that might have been online for years about, being a plumber or being an electrician or being a food equipment service tech or HVAC tech. We're disrupting all that crazy talk that this is second-rate citizen work. That's part of it. That's part of it, okay? Because that's BS. These men and women out here in the trenches are doing the job, and Mike Rose said, if they're doing the jobs to make civilized lives possible, you take for granted when you come in and put that light switch on and that light comes on. You take for granted when you flush that toilet that water or whatever's sitting in that toilet goes away. All right. We take things for granted. These things aren't, miraculously happening. There are people that put things in place to make that happen. When you look at the food equipment world and the food equipment service world, these technicians that installed that oven, before they came and made those connections and, maybe whatever we had to do, if we had to run some lines, some new water lines and some different things for gas, to put a teat on, we're doing all these different things. Before that occurred, you weren't baking those cookies and you weren't making that London broil. It didn't just miraculously show up by a prayer and on a whim. Now, listen, there was a lot of stuff involved to get that thing going. There was people involved. And shout out to the guys in the trucking and warehouses and delivery. And these guys are working hard. I mean, we get deliveries here.
That's that's because of COVID. That industry right there has evolved so much.
It's grown. With all the people that are not going out, ordering more than ever. I mean, so when you look, and I have these truckers coming in here,
yep.
Delivering the equipment. Thank you. I mean, thank these guys. All this stuff's happening behind the scenes before it even gets to you. But again, talking about the skilled trades, skilled labor, and all these men and women out here, we want to disrupt the way people think. And we're doing it little by little. We got guys out there like Josh Solon who's promoting it. Blue is the new white. We got Taz Sutherland out here clamoring from the rooftop, saying the facilities managers, all these trades, wake up. These men and women are working hard for you. You can't serve your customers without them. We're an extension of your business.
He actually just said, disrupt, improve, light it on fire.
Yes. Disrupt, that is a great way to say it. Disruption is about improving and waking people up. Get woke. Stay woke, as the kids say. Stay woke. On fleek.
No.
I don't know what that means. But that's what it is. It's the fine line of disruption. So it's okay, we're live.
Oh, guys, Jamal and Tony are here.
We have some technicians in the building.
Thank you.
This is one of those things so I have some technicians in the building. Great quick little example before we take this live down in another minute.
Yeah, because I need this camera.
She needs the camera. So, we're going to be disrupting the way we now look for new talent. And I would love nothing more. And listen, by the way, I look at this as two ways, Lisa. Look at this as two ways. One way is we are going to test the waters with what we're going to do and see if it works. Mm-hmm. And then we could take what we're about to do with this disruptive type of advertising, I'll say.
Okay.
And bring it to Fed Media.
Absolutely.
So again, being thoughtful and caring along the way with it all. Super friggin' fired up and excited about what's to come. Ladies and gentlemen, be disruptive, which means be impactful, Speak your truth. If you're in the trades here with me, and I know if you're watching, you're in some sector of the trades probably. Speak it. Shout it from the mountaintop. Post about it. Share whatever you have to share to show people that the men, the women in this industry are giving civilization a chance
Damn.
to thrive.
Damn.
And that's the truth. Because the electricians and the plumbers and the carpenters and the men and women in construction and the welders and the HVAC techs and the food equipment service techs, when the world shut down, they never stopped. They were the ones you looked to, along with the first responders out there.
They're essential.
They were essential AF. All right? So get fired up about the skilled trades, because Fed Nation is about to put it on the map bigger than ever before. If you're in New Jersey, my door's always open. Please come visit us as the world reopens. We're going to disrupt the industry together. I appreciate you all. It's Wednesday. Make it count. Make it count. See you tomorrow.